husband shame. Even before the family, they can call a meeting.
Madam, did you hear yourself?
Can I talk to somebody? If you notice that your husband is not a man, you are married and you are married, or he has a road span card and you have stayed 5 years without a child, and they call you people meeting, and they will be saying, "You don't want to give my brother a child, you don't want to give my son a child." Don't wake up before the public and tell them that my husband cannot produce a child. No, 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 no. Take the insult, eat the insult, swallow the insult, and go. Cover the shame. I don't know what I'm teaching.
You are teaching, ma.
You don't expose this man. When you tell people that your husband cannot perform in debate, it's an insult. You have killed that man alive. That's the highest secret a man has.
Madam, did you just hear what you said to yourself? Like, can you replay your video to yourself? Maybe this is not all the video, right? Of course, it's actually like a woman fellowship something, and she was addressing them. If I heard her clearly, I get the fact that you don't have to expose your husband. I mean, if there's anything that looks like a shame, you don't have to expose him. But where I have issue with you, madam, is where you say you carry the shame, swallow the insults. That was what killed Usinachi. That is what has kept a lot of women in bondage and have tied a lot of women in the name of marriage. I don't believe a woman should carry the shame of a man. There are men that are shameless. There are men that needs to be exposed, but not in that aspect she's talking about. If, for example, if you have an abusive husband, if you keep quiet, the man will buy you. Sometimes you need to hold her, say what he is doing, especially to people that he respects and the people that he fears and listen to or hear what they say. Let them know what he's doing. You will know how to put it. It will make him to shape small. There should be somebody he's afraid of. But this one, like, madam, carry the insult. No. And I just hope, sometimes with social media, they might cut off all of that. But what I heard her say clearly is you keep praying till God remembers you. Please, can we wipe out this religious mindset? I am not saying that prayer is wrong. Not at all. God is heard. If God does not help you, all the efforts you're making will be in vain. But I want you to know, madam, that you have to bring in medical intervention. That is where some of them used to miss this thing. You will see somebody that, of course, you're praying, because at the end of the day, if God does not help you answer your prayer, everything you're doing will be in vain. The person will just say, God did. Can you tell us the process? Sometimes the process requires medical intervention, and it's not wrong. It is not wrong. They will skip that part. They will skip it and make it look as if it just fell from heaven. For example, you see women giving birth to 9 babies, 10 babies. In most cases, 5, 6. It is assisted artificial reproduction that helps that. In most, I didn't say that it doesn't happen. Majority, you see triplet, quadruplet, all those things, but they will not tell you. The way they will script it, it will look as if it just fell. No, now. People should be able to say it the way it is, so that it will help some people that don't, to understand that you can actually go for medical help. But madam, you did not say that part. You keep praying, cover your husband's shame, collect the shame. No, let him collect his shame. Let him. You see, this analogy you gave is just totally rubbish. First of all, why would a family member call you for that kind of meeting? A man that is wise will not even allow both his wife and himself to go there. Because the African society is such a society that where if there's anything infertility, the woman is always looked at as the problem. Meanwhile, in most cases, men are even the problem, that the factor that has caused those things. For example, if a family is giving birth to more girls, it's not the woman's fault. The man gives the sperm or whatever that brings out what sex the baby comes out with, right? So, in the first place, African families have no place. These are the things you should be talking about, madam. African family have no place to call a family. Why have you not given birth? Hey, are you God? What is that? The ones you've given birth, how have they, how good is their life? How have they come out? Like I will always tell people, you don't judge somebody until the end of his life. You don't even judge a child that you say you have to the end of his life, right? So celebrating a baby is okay, is good, but it's what that baby becomes. Is that lady, is that baby walking in the light of his purpose? If it's not, exactly what is there? So in the first place, you should be able to debase that mindset that African families, tell them, not telling them if they call you and your husband. You could see the society where we are, the myopic society where we are. How would they, why, in short, how and why would they call you and your husband to come and settle issue, to come and tell them why you're not giving birth? What kind of, what talk is that? Are you the one that gives a child? Do you know where the problem is coming from? So you should be able to tell, if you're a woman leader there, of course you look like a woman leader, tell them that, because your voice will be heard, you don't have the right to call a woman and her husband for fertility issues. If it becomes a family meeting, instead you encourage them to go medical while they still pray. Those are the things you should do. You should be able to smart up from this. I'm sure that this woman talking this thing, you don't have issues, you don't have any fertility issues, because if you do, your talk will not be the same. Your talk will not be sounding like this. You understand? It will not be sounding in this direction. Why would you use your platform to encourage people? Because your platform is a voice. You should not, you don't have the right, family people don't have the right to interfere in a woman, in a couple that is going through infertility. Even if you have to call them, what is your problem? You give them solution. That is the right thing. What you think they should go and do. But why are you not giving us baby? Why is this? Excuse me. That, do you know what is trauma? Don't do that. And telling the woman to swallow the shame. It's wrong. What shame? Let the man bear his shame and go for medical assistance. Let the man do the needful. It is this kind of preaching that have caged women. It is this kind of preaching that have made men, you're telling the woman to accept a problem that is not hers. Yes, both of them are in it together, right? But did you know that there are men that refuse to even make love to their wives? Their wives have to beg them, especially when there is an issue in their house. The malice will get to sexual malice. The woman will have to beg. And maybe they are even looking for children, understand? There are issues like that. I have handled issues like that. So what do you call that? So when you're talking about this, you have to look at it in a broad spectrum. Please let the woman go, let the man carry his problem and go for medical checkup while he's still praying. While he's still praying. I heard NHS say something, he said, Oga, that he almost divorced a marriage or called off a wedding. Maybe he has called off, I can't remember which one. This man had a very low sperm count. Abi no even get at all. And he wanted to marry. He said, please don't put a person's child through pains. Go and treat yourself. Can we come out and can we be sincere for once? Can we be realistic with life for once? While you're handling the issue, be praying. Don't go and marry somebody with faith. Meanwhile, I know that this is a very, understand, there are issues that a little medical assistance here and there settles it all. So, madam, what you said is totally wrong. Let the man carry his shame. Woman, you're not supposed to carry a man's shame. It's both of you, but let him go for what he needs to do. And if there is anything that needs to be done, let him be done. It is this kind of cover shame. But she was covering because Oshinasi's case actually, it shook everywhere. Cover shame. That was what put this woman in 6 feet. Where is she today? She was even buried in her own father's house, not even the husband's house that she was holding. So women, be careful. Please, don't even allow your family member to call you to that kind of issue. If they call you, don't go. You are just a channel through which these children came to the world. You are not a child giver. You are a channel. You are a caregiver and not the source of the child. So calling you for that kind of meeting, madam, you should tell them that family people calling people for those kind of meetings, stop it. Stop it. It's wrong. Don't traumatize a woman that is already traumatized. It is wrong. Please. Let the man bear his shame. Yes, let the man bear his shame. That is what I said, and I said what I said. Let him bear his shame by going for medical checkup. Let him bear his shame by knowing what to do. Some men are very wicked in some areas. Some of them, if they do you something here, if they tell you what their wives are going through, you know that they're the cause of their problem. Sometimes it's just like, okay, at this moment, please, what do you guys think? Well, thank you for listening to the end of this video. I trust you've learned something. What do you think? See you again in my next one. Bye.